Hello everyone, I am Ragini SR. I am an English lecturer. I work for Priyadarshini PU College managed by SARANGA Academy, Korutegere. Dear students, I am going to teach you the first unit of the second PUC English textbook, that is Romeo and Juliet. This play has written by William Shakespeare. So just we get the information about William Shakespeare. He was born in the year 1564 and died in the year 1616. He belongs to Elizabethan era. He is well-known poet, dramatist or playwright and an actor too. He is widely regarded as England's national poet. He has written many dramas. Among those popular dramas are Macbeth, Othello, King Lear, Julius Caesar, The Merchant of Venice and Romeo and Juliet. Let us discuss Romeo and Juliet. Okay. In this title represents the tender age true lovers of Romeo and Juliet. So they fell in love with each other. Before going to the monologues of the Romeo and Juliet, just we get to know about background of this play. What is that background? So in the Verona city, the sworn enemies or rival families were living, namely Montague's family and Capulet's family. Romeo belongs to Montague's family and Juliet belongs to Capulet family. One night, the Lord Capulet, the Juliet's father, hosted the grand supper party and he invited all the people who were living in the Verona city except Montague's family. Actually, Romeo fell in love with Rosaline before he had seen the Juliet. That is why he arrives in that party for seeing the Rosaline. But when he had seen the Juliet on the dance floor while she was dancing on dance floor, actually he fascinated towards her beauty and he fell in love with Juliet. But then he realizes with the love of Rosaline, it was just infatuation, it was not a true love. And with the love of Juliet, that is the true love. He realizes that one. This is the background story of this play. And here they prescribe two monologues of Romeo and Juliet. Monologue or soliloquy means one who talks himself or herself with the imagination. That is what monologue. Just we go through of the textbook. Just you hold the text. The help of textbook only we have to be teach and you have to be learn. Just I take the textbook, you also take the textbook. Okay. This is the second PUC English textbook. Okay. Act first, scene fifth. This is the monologue of Romeo. In this monologue, he describes or glorifies the Juliet's beauty, the beauty of Juliet. The first line, "Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright." So, already you have studied in the first PUC, doth means does. She does teach the torches. To whom she does teach? To the torches. What she teaches? To burn bright. This is the hyperbolic the writer William Shakespeare uses. What is the hyperbolic? Hyperbole is a figures of speech. It is a kind of figures of speech. And it means an exaggeration. The pronunciation is not an exaggeration. It is an exaggeration. We should be pronounce it an exaggeration. What is the meaning of an exaggeration? That means overstatement. Here, what is the overstatement or hyperbole or an exaggeration? She does teach the torches to burn bright. That is the overstatement. So, usually, the brightness given by the torches. Correct. So, how does she? So, in the sense of Romeo, according to Romeo, she has a rich brightness. Too much of brightness she has, according to him. In this way, he describes her beauty. In this way, he glorifies her beauty. The Juliet's beauty he describes in this way. So, in the first line, the writer uses hyperbolic, the figures of speech. Look at the second sentence. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night. She hangs upon the cheek of night in the second line and third line. The writer uses the enjambment in between second and third line. What is the meaning of enjambment? Enjambment means there is a connection between one line after the next line. So there is a link between the one after one. That means, so in both sentences if we read, we get the full meaning. So we separately read it, we can't get the full meaning of those sentences. That is what enjambment. That is what an enjambment. So she hangs upon the cheek of night. In this second line, she represents earrings. Okay, earrings nothing but as a rich jewel. A rich jewel represents the beauty of the Juliet. Juliet nothing but a rich jewel. So cheek of night. Cheek of night. Night is a personification. So in the second line, the writer uses the figures of speech personification. What is the meaning of personification? So here night is a non-living thing. And also here mentioned night represents an Ethiop. She is an African woman, the black lady. Night represents the black lady Ethiop. So just in a non-living thing, that human being quality or living thing quality is there, that is personification. Okay, here night represents black lady Ethiop. Night also personification. Night represents black woman Ethiop, and she hangs. So she here, the rich jewel or earrings. Earrings hangs upon the cheek of the black lady. That is the meaning of the second sentence. And also here is the connection between in the third line. Look at the third line. As a rich jewel. Rich jewel as a rich jewel. So as is there. So it is a comparison between Juliet and a rich jewel. So here in the third line, the writer William Shakespeare uses the figures of speech simile. So simile means what? The common quality in between two objects. That is what simile. So here two objects, nothing but Juliet and an earrings or a rich jewel. An Ethiop woman wear the rich jewel. So she hangs upon the cheek of night. She represents earrings, and night represents she is Ethiop woman. Oh, okay. So first line, in the first line, writer uses hyperbolic or that is figures of speech or an exaggeration, and overstatement, that is first line figures of speech, and in the second line the writer uses personification. In the third line the writer uses the figures of speech is simile. Okay, next we go through of the fourth line. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Beauty too rich for use. Beauty, whose beauty? Juliet's beauty. He glorifies her beauty. So beauty nothing but here Juliet, and rich for use. That rich beauty she has, and for earth too dear. On the earth it is so costly. So too dear means so expensive. Her beauty is so expensive on the earth. So he describes his beloved Juliet. Okay. Next, in the fifth and sixth line also an enjambment. Enjambments already I told you that meaning. It is the connection between one after one, the next line. Okay, that is what an enjambment. Next, so shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, shows a snowy dove. Snowy dove. Dove symbolizes always love, pure love or divine love. So here snowy means white. Snowy means white color. Always white color symbolizes peace, peaceful. That kind of peaceful love we find in between Romeo and Juliet. The pure love, divine love, peaceful love in between Romeo and Juliet. Next, trooping with crows, snowy dove. Here snowy dove represents Juliet with trooping with crows. So trooping with crows means group of crows. So usually crow color is black. So in remaining all the women looking like crows except Juliet. Juliet only snowy dove. So how does he describe his beloved's beauty? So such a wonderful play has given by William Shakespeare. Next you look at the sixth sentence. So fifth and sixth line, it is an enjambment. As and a lady over her fellows shows. So here she is the snowy dove among all the women. She is looking like a very bright, very precious, very beautiful, marvelous, fantabulous. So most beautiful. It is too rich for use, too dear, too expensive on the earth. Next, come the next line. The measure done. Measure done means dance ended. So it is in the glossary words also. You look at your textbook. So measure done means what? Dance ended. So at that moment, at the dance ended moment, he wants to see the next. I will watch her place of stand. So I will watch. I refers to here Romeo. He wants to meet her. That is the meaning of that sentence. I will watch her place of stand. Nothing but he wants to meet her on the dance floor at the moment, at the dance ended moment. That is the meaning of that sentence. Next, and touching hers. Touching hers. He wants to touch her. Make blessed my rude hand. For what purpose he wants to touch her hand? For taking the bless from her. So here see my rude hand. So that is Synecdoche, the writer William Shakespeare uses. So Synecdoche is a figure of speech and it means it is a part of body. It is a part of body. So that is my rude hand. And did my heart love till now? My heart also it is Synecdoche. That is also figures of speech. So it is also part of the body and it gives, Synecdoche means it gives simultaneous meaning. That is what? Synecdoche. Here the writer uses hyperbolic, personification, simile, synecdoche, and in the last line also he uses the figures of speech, that is metaphor. Did my heart love till now? He realizes now. So actually he realizes the fell in love with the Rosaline, that was infatuation, and it is the true love. So we fell in love with the Juliet, that is the true love, he realizes. And forswear it sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. In this grand supper night, only had seen the true beauty. True beauty here, metaphor. Here writer uses the at last in this monologue, he uses the metaphor. true beauty is the metaphor, and also true beauty nothing but Juliet. What is the meaning of metaphor? Metaphor is a figures of speech, and here no comparison. It is alike in between two objects, alike quality or the same quality between in two objects, that is metaphor. This is the monologue of Romeo. In this way, he glorifies his beloved Juliet. He describes. So, and also we just to think about the figures of speech. How does our William Shakespeare use? So, how many figures of speech here used? First, metaphor, personification, synecdoche, hyperbolic, simile, everything he used, correct? So you just follow it and write down in this line and underline, burn bright, teach the torches to burn bright, that is hyperbolic, and cheek of night, night is personification, rich jewel, it is a simile, and true beauty, that is metaphor. So just you make the key points, helps to your examination. Next, we go through of the monologue or soliloquy of the Juliet. So act third, scene second. It is the soliloquy of the Juliet. Come night, come Romeo, come though day in night. She calls the night happily, and she is eagerly waiting for night because her beloved Romeo would be arrived in that night. That is why here mentioned day in night. So day in night also metaphor. Correct. So day here one object and Romeo is another object. In between two objects there is a common quality. He also so much of bright, and also day is also gives brightness. So in this way the writer uses the metaphor. For thou wilt lie upon the wings of night. Wings of night, underline that phrase, and it is a personification. Night is the personification, wings of night. So it is wings. Usually bird has the wings. So night compares to here bird. So night is the non-living thing and bird is the living thing. There is a common quality between bird and night, that is wings. So in this way it is a personification. Whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Whiter than new snow on a raven's back. So new snow, that is symbolizes the white color. White color always symbolizes, already I told you, the peaceful love, the peace. So it is on raven's back. Raven, it is a black bird. Snow, it is attracted, not raven's back. So in this way here also comparison. Next, come gentle night. Why does she call the night as a gentle? So because her beloved Romeo would be arrived in this place. That is why in that time, that is why she calls that gentle night. Gentle night represents here Romeo. And loving black browed night. So loving black browed night, that night also personification. So black browed, that means black eyebrows like a human being, that night also has. So night is a non-living thing, and black browed eyes, usually human beings have it. So in this way it is non-living thing has the quality of the living thing, that is personification. So in this way it is considered as personification. Next, give me my Romeo, and when I shall die. She prays, she requests her Romeo, my Romeo, her Romeo, and when I shall die. Because they were living sworn enemies, families. That is why she asks like that. When I shall die, when she shall die, she wants to see him, see in the next line, take him and cut him out in little stars. She wants to see him in the sky. And also she wants to immortalize the Romeo in the heaven. She wants to be immortalize him. That much of flawless love with the Romeo. That much of flawless love she has. And he will make the face of heaven so fine. So face of heaven, underline that phrase, that is also personification. Face of heaven. So who creates the face of heaven in the sky? The Romeo will be create the face of heaven. So in that way she wants to immortalize in the sky. Immortalize the Romeo. That all the world will be in love with night. The entire world people, all the people would like to see the face of heaven in the night. So she prays here, she asked or she requested here, her Romeo wants to sit in the amidst of the little stars. Amidst means between, in the middle of the little stars. Then he creates the face of heaven. For seeing that face of heaven, the entire world, the people are eagerly waiting for looking at the sky to see the face of heaven, which has created by Romeo. That means the people will no worship to the garrison, because all the people attracted towards the Romeo who creates the face of heaven in the sky. That is why the people will be stopped to watch the sun and stop to worship the garrison. Intensively she describes or glorifies her lover Romeo. And so, dear students, I completed this, and I hope that you understood 2 monologues of the Romeo and Juliet. So, just you make a key points yourself and give importance for self-study, because education is the key to success. Okay, stay home, stay safe. God bless you all for this new academic year 2021 and 22. God bless you all. Keep watching.